What is the one question you should be asking if you were thinking about buying a condo in Longboat Key, Florida? Hi everybody, I'm Judy Mitchell with Premier Sotheby's International Realty, located right here in Longboat Key. I live and work here, and I'm happy to share the answer with you. So what is that one question you need to ask? You must ask if the milestone inspection has been done on the condo that you are thinking of purchasing. That is, if the condominium is 3 stories or above. Now you may say, what is this milestone inspection and why do I need to know about it? Well, there was a new law that was enacted in Florida, and it was done after the unfortunate collapse of the building Surfside in the Miami area. And what this new Florida law says is that any building above 3 stories needs to have an inspection for structural integrity. That is very important, and if the building was built on or before July 1st of 1992, that inspection needs to be done by the end of 2024. So there are many buildings out there that have not had that structural inspection done yet. But many buildings have been very proactive in having engineering studies done all along, or maybe most recently, so that they know what to expect when they have to provide this information to the authorities that are going to be looking to make sure that each building is going to be safe and have the structural integrity that's necessary for people to live safely in those buildings. So that is just part one. Now, if a building is found to not be structurally sound, well, then you certainly don't want to purchase there, right? Of course not. But also there may be steps that just, that the building is safe, but there are steps that need to be taken to make sure that that safety continues for the next 10 years, because these inspections are only required every 10 years. So what that could mean to you as a buyer is that if there is significant structural work that needs to be done on the building, you might need to anticipate saving some money for a possible assessment. And those assessments can be rather steep depending on the size of the building and the work that needs to be done. So it's something to think about. Now, what you should also know about the milestone inspection is that there's another part to that inspection, and that is there needs to be enough financial reserves in these condominium buildings to make sure that they can cover needed repairs and ongoing maintenance. And so that varies, how much varies from building to building depending on the size. But it's another important question to ask, because if some buildings have been lacking in building up their reserve fund, then who's that going to fall to? Well, of course, it's going to fall to the current and new owners. So again, you need to be aware of that, because you may be responsible for ponying up some money to make sure that those reserves are where they need to be to keep the building well maintained and safe. Now, there's really a third part to this as well, and that is after the structural inspection happens, there may be a phase 2 inspection if it's deemed necessary. And so again, that could mean even more expenses. So there's a lot more to this, I must say, and I'm really just giving a very quick overview, but I wanted to mention this because it's really important. I'm finding that there are a lot of buyers out there who are not being educated about this, and they simply just may not be aware of the new law and don't know to ask those questions. So this is something I educate my buyers on. I think it's very important to know. You have to know what you're getting into when you purchase. This is a wonderful and beautiful, magnificent place to live, but you need to know what's ahead and be prepared. So I'm Judy Mitchell with Premier Sotheby's International Realty right here on Longboat. If you have specific questions or you want to know more about it, please don't hesitate to give me a call. I'm happy to share this information and the resources on the state law so you can read all about it and really understand it thoroughly. You can reach me at 941-275-6838. Thanks.